Hey guys, welcome back to this 2,000 point battle report. Before we get into the list, I'd like to ask everybody to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. It really does help the channel grow, and I'd like to thank everybody who's done so already. Also teamed up with my local game store, Recess Games. Go in, click the link below, go into their e-store, buy anything in the e-store. It doesn't have to be Warhammer related. They pull it right off the shelf, ship it right to the house. If you don't have a local game store, promo code Monster, don't forget this part, hit promo code Monster, all caps when you check out. You'll get 10% off your purchase. If you don't have a local game store, please use mine. With all that being said, we'll get into the list. Again, running the gambit with Death Guard. Today's going to be a tough game, but we'll see what we can do. So again, staying with the battery of Mortari and 2 Plague Burst Crawlers. This is if you're a Death Guard player, this is what what has been working, which I've been seeing. You guys give me some combinations with what are working for you guys in the comments below. It's great. I can try them and test them on the channel, see how it works. So so I got Mortarian, Plague Burst Crawlers, Infantry Cannons. I got Heavy Stubbers and Plague Burst Mortars. We have a unit of Blight Lord Terminators, 2 Flail, a Lord of Virulence. That's for you, Dragma. A Lord of Virulence. I'll try to say that word correctly.
Virulence.
I'll try to say that word correctly. I do appreciate all the comments below. It really does mean a lot to me. We also have a Demon Prince. I do have the 3-man unit Blight Haulers, and they'll have Meltas, Plague Spirits, Plague Spurts, and Grenades. We have a unit of Death Shroud Terminators, and we have a unit of 7 Plague Marines with bubonic and heavy plague weapons and plague knives. That is my list. It's right at, I want to say it's at somewhere around 1,995 points. So that's going to be it. Let's take a look at Thousand Sons. All right, guys, before we get into this Thousand Sons list, my buddy Nico's back.
What's up, guys?
Look at the camera, man. Show us your pretty face. All right. So here's what we got. Show us what you got, sir.
All right, Thousand Sons. Magnus is the warlord. He is an animal. I've got some Terminators with a Terminator Sorcerer. I have 5-man rubric with Exalted Sorcerer on disc, 10-man rubric with all Flamers, Soul Reaper Cannon, and a Warflame Pistol with Armon on disc. And then I have a 5-man rubric with Flamers and Soul Reaper Cannon with Infernal Master. And then I have the 20 Zangors with a Zangor Shaman and Mule with Vortex Beast. The enhancements I brought on the Terminator Captain, the Terminator Sorcerer, I brought the Umbralific Crystal, which lets me teleport the unit. I have the Lord of Forbidden Lore on the Exalted Sorcerer, which gives me the ability to use a Kabbalistic Ritual twice in 1 turn. And then the Infernal Master has the Arcane Vortex, which gives him +1 damage to all psychic weapons.
Okay, dude, look at that. These are pretty nice painted stuff, man. I want you to this. I don't know if you can see him, but let me raise this guy up. Is he on here?
Yep.
See if I can get a good picture on it. You guys see how good these things look. These are pretty nice. Nicely painted army. I just wanted to show it off.
Yeah, I painted them like ethereal green so that they look like they're ghosts for lore purposes.
Yeah, it looks good. Right, we'll be back for mission and deployment. All right, guys, we are back with the mission. So the mission we drew was good. The deployment is going to be Crucible of Battle, which is 5 objectives in that diagonal deployment zone. However, and we also drew Ritual for primary mission, and what that is, we removed the other two objectives in No Man's Land. We kept 1 in the middle. Then what we have to do is place. We each get to place 1 in No Man's Land as we move after our movement phase.
We have to perform a ritual.
Yeah, we have to perform a ritual in No Man's Land, and since he's going to do it on his turn, I'm going to do it on my turn. We maxed that out at 5 because there's only 5 objective markers in the game. So he's going to place 1. I'm going to place 1. Then we drew the Maelstrom of Battle, which then tells us to draw 2 other mission rules. and we drew supply lines and minefield. So supply lines is basically you have to hold your own objective. On a 4-up, you get a CP back, or you get a CP. And then minefield is on a 6. If you roll a 6 when you advance, then you take a mortal wound. So that's how that plays. So here is the map. So we have everything. Basically, everything is ruins. So everything that you see is going to be considered ruins, and except for the trees, it's going to be dense cover. And we're going to play first floor line of sight blocking, like GW subscribed in some of its mission packs. We pretend like this first floor is blocked. If there was a second floor, the second floor is open, so you can see onto your second floor. Like if he was up here for any reason, we can see him because he's on the second floor, and he can see out. These we are playing as one piece. That we are playing as one piece. This is going to be one solid piece. God bless you. God bless you. This is going to be one solid piece. So I cannot go through it. Cannot go over unless I fly, but I have to go around it. Cannot go inside of it. It just makes it easier, so I'll just stick my hand in there and grab it. Yeah, so that's really it. Deployments. Basically set up everything on the line. Trying to keep him out a little bit back here because he has stuff in Deep Strike and reserves, actually, tactical reserves.
Yep.
I put my Deathshroud Terminators in Deep Strike. So basically set up on the line here, just in case. I mean, we don't know what mission we're going to play, so we got to just hope, once we draw cards, we'll move then. I do have my Demon Prince in cover. He does have the 6-up Feel No Pain bubble. These Plague Marines are within 6 inches of Mortarion. So is the Lord of Virulence, and so is the Demon Prince. I don't know if that's going to come into play in this turn, but that's what we got so far. Nico, what'd you do over here?
We got some Rubrics hiding over there in the corner. I've got some Zangors ready to spring out. Zangor holding my home objective. Terminators are in the back, obscured, ready to be teleported. I've got a 10-man Rubric squad also hidden right there. Magnus is on the line, and the Mutalith is kind of hidden over to the right, but I have a good angle and good line of sight at some things right when I start.
Yeah, and the other thing too, the note is we're not scoring our home objectives. We are getting the CP on our home objectives, so it doesn't matter if we're on them or not to start off. Do you have sticky?
I do not have sticky.
Okay, so that's advantage for me, I guess, because I do have sticky. Spread your sickness, which is nice. Okay, first or second turn, sir?
I don't
know if
I wouldn't mind an Alpha Strike.
But I don't know if I want.
I'm not going to get an Alpha Strike.
Okay, I guess I will go first. And we will be back after the movement phase. So guys, before we go into my movement phase, let's go over the cards. So we're both going to play tactical mission. So we're not going to do fixed tactics. So basically we get 16. If you're new to the game, we get 16 mission cards, secondary cards. You pick 2 of these cards to start the game off. So I got Capture Enemy Outposts and I got Investigate Sites. I'm only going to do this the first time on camera. The rest we'll do off. So I got to achieve these two secondary objectives in the first turn to get 5 points each, whatever the card says, whatever its scores is. You do have the option of spending your 1 CP that you get per turn to get rid of one of those cards. If you do that, you can grab another card, obviously flip it. When you discard something you didn't achieve, you do get a CP back. However, it does count for you getting your 1 CP per turn. So if you actually have something that allows you to farm a CP, you do not get that CP for discarding back unless something otherwise specifies that. But in most cases, you don't. Or you can play a fixed game, which is if you have this little icon here, you can go for cleanse all game long, maxes out on 20 at 20 points. So that's the options that you have as far as secondaries go.
Dave's cheating, looking at all his cards.
Look at that, I'm setting them up. So I'm going to stay with these 2 unless I can achieve one of these in the first round, then I'll put it back. It actually says put back if you arrange in the first round. So I'll do all that off camera. We'll be back after my movement phase. He's not going to stay. All right, guys, we are back after my movement phase. So what I ended up doing is I ended up rolling a 4 to get an extra CP, which I then put back Investigate Signals and pulled out Cleanse. I'm sorry, not Investigate Signals. Capture Enemy Outposts. I put that back. Pulled out Cleanse. Move these guys up here. Place this for the ritual. Then cleansed it with my my Blight Lord Terminator. So I'm going to get 5 there. I had to pull Mortarion back, not within 9 inches, so I can at least get 2 on Investigate Signals here. In that case, I did pull my Plague Burst Crawlers back so I can get within 6 inches. And yeah, so that's kind of where we are at the moment.
And cleanse, I think, only scores you 3, Dave, for one objective.
I got you for whatever
yeah,
the scoring
I think
is.
You need to cleanse 2 objectives for 5.
To get 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So at least it scored something, is what I was.
You're gonna score 5 points.
Yeah, exactly. It's better than trying to move
Better
over
than a
there.
0.
Not do it. So now we're gonna go to shooting. Oh, enhancements. I forgot to tell you guys my enhancements. The Demon Prince does have Living Plague, which is +1 attack, +1 strength, and if he's by an objective, it's +1, +2, +2. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this Plague Burst Crawler, this one here, and we are going to shoot into these rubrics.
Those ones?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, because what do you have over here? Oh, you have a whole mess of them there.
Oh, yeah, there's a 10-man.
Let's go to 10-man. So let's get some blast going.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, you can shoot the 5.
Yeah, I thought those were all Terminators, dude.
No, there's 10.
Yeah, so
10
we're gonna
rubrics.
D6 +3 for 2. So that's
And
gonna
then is that additionally plus the 2 for blast?
and 2 for blast. Yeah.
There you go.
All
right.
Do I want to re-roll one of those? I think I do. I'm gonna get greedy on turn 1. Use my CP and get 2, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
Shoot 0 CP.
I have 0 CP.
All right. Fine.
All right. So hitting on 3s because I ignore everything because of Mortarion.
You're re-rolling 1s?
Re-rolling nothing.
Oh, I thought the Demon Prince gave
No,
me
Demon
reroll
Prince
1s.
gives me 6 up on the pain.
Oh, okay.
And so
There's a 1 right there.
Plague Company. For me, Mortarion's going to re-roll 1s to wound. I'll always say that unless I change it for whatever reason. So that's always going to be in play, and it's going to be Strength 8,
Toughness 2s here.
and re-roll that 1 for the Plague Company.
Nice.
So we got 4. I'm sorry,
Oh,
at
you have
-1.
lethal hits.
Yeah, 6 is
nice.
lethal hit.
AP -1.
-1.
Do I get
You
cover?
do get cover because the Lord Virulence can't see him.
All right, freeze. Well, Dave, you told me I was going to roll bad.
2 damage each. I did give you the loaded dice, or the unloaded dice.
That was 3 guys, man.
All right, so
That's
here's
2 damage each, right?
Yep.
All right, there's 3 rubrics.
And I'm going to just go with the other Plague Burst Crawler into those same guys. If you would please, sir, if you don't mind taking a battle shock test on them.
And they're battle shocked?
Well, if you fail it, which
I
you did not. All right, second unit of...
You're only going to get 1 shot for blast now.
Yeah. Could be much worse. Or much better. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding
2s.
on 2s. 3 at -1.
Another one dies.
Another dies.
Jeez.
All right, battle shock, please.
Good.
All right. So then we will take these Plague Burst Crawlers here. What are the strength of these guys here?
Toughness, you mean? 4.
Toughness 4.
Yeah.
So let's go some cracks into them. So all 3 of my...
Do they have frag missiles or just crack missiles?
Frag missiles. I'm sorry, frag.
Okay.
So
Are those blast?
Those are blast. So we're going to have...
An additional 2 per.
hitting on 3s. Because I can see them.
They have indirect fire for those missiles?
No.
Oh.
No. And these are... No, these are not lethal because they're not plague weapons. 4s to wound. Not by Mortarion, so we have... what do we got? You can roll these or you can...
Yeah, I'll roll those. Your dice
No
seem to be better
minus.
than mine.
No
All right.
medicine, but you do get... Well, are they
I have a 6 up in one and a 7 up safe.
Okay.
I believe on the Zangors. My first time playing Zangors.
Nice.
Those Zangalore goat men.
They, you would get cover if they're less than... Because you are going to get cover.
I had a 7 up save, 6 of Inwhelm.
Okay, so just 6 up.
And then I have a 5 up, feel no pain.
All right. So 4 die. All right, so after the end of my turn, I'm only going to score 3 for cleanse. I'm going to score 2 for investigate signals. And we will be back after Nico's movement phase. All right, guys, we are back in the command phase. Nico, what'd you do? Cards first, sir.
In the command phase, the cards I drew were Bring It Down. I'm sorry, yeah, Bring It Down and Assassination. I didn't think I was going to be able to get Assassination this turn, and I wanted to get a quick storing game in, so I did spend my 1 CP that I gained for supply lines to draw another, and I pulled Bring It Down.
Okay.
So I performed this ritual, and we're going to go into my shooting phase now.
Before we get into this, let's talk about command cabal points.
So because I have 1 unit off, I currently right now have 14 cabal points, and then my Zangors did farm 1 to take me to 15.
Okay, and what do command points give you?
What cabal points give me? Access to Kabbalistic rituals.
Cabal points.
So my cabal points, I have Weaver of Fates, which is a reroll save, Temporal Surge to double move, Echoes from the Warp to make a CP cost 0 and to double use a CP, and then Doombolt, which is just pretty much it's not considered an attack. It's just I see you and I roll on a 1, it's D3 mortal wounds. On a 2 to a 5, D3 plus 3, and on a 6, it's D3 plus 6 mortal wounds. And then I have Twist of Fate to remove your psychic. Or remove your saves.
Gotcha.
So, and I did pre-measure so that next turn against Dave's Terminators, they only move 4 inches, so I'm 16 inches away, so he's going to need a boxcar to get into charges.
Okay, and that is the end. What'd you do movement-wise?
Movement-wise, I brought the Zangors up. I brought my Rubric Marines. I advanced them and actually took a mortal wound because of the mission.
Minefield.
Came right around the corner. Magnus moved up. My Terminators teleported to here, and my Rubrics just moved.
Okay, and all right, shooting.
Yep. So a lot of these Kabbalistic rituals have to happen at the start of a shooting phase.
All right.
So I do have 1 free one from Ahriman. So the free one from Ahriman is going to be the Twist of Fate, and that's going to remove the armor save from these guys.
Okay.
So it's normally 18 inches. Because he's within 6 inches of the Mutilate Vortex Beast, it doubles that range, so it actually becomes 36 inches.
Okay.
So these guys are not going to have an armor save. They're just going to be on their invuln.
Okay.
Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Doombolt, and I'm going to Doombolt from Magnus into this first Plague Burst Crawler right here.
All right. So the question that I have, pop smoke on them.
So it's not a shooting attack.
When you attack into them, I pop smoke. I don't get the cover.
You do get cover.
I do get the cover.
Yeah, you would get cover.
So it just eliminated my invuln save.
It eliminates your armor save.
Armor save. That's what I mean. So I wouldn't get the cover.
You would get stealth.
Yeah, wait. See how we get -1 to hit.
Technically, you still have the benefits of cover. You just don't get an armor save.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so it's just rolling a feel no pain and invuln.
Correct.
Right, but it would make you hit on 1 less.
Yes.
So instead of hitting on 3s, you're hitting on 4s.
Yes.
Okay, which makes the chance of them living greater.
It does, yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
Well, so I haven't even targeted them yet.
Okay.
So if you want to wait till then.
All right, I'll wait till that target them. But since you did that to them, I'm assuming you're going to target them. so I'm sure it's going to happen. It's just the order of operations of what it happens.
Sure. So here's my Doombolt roll.
This is going into the Plague Burst Crawler?
Yeah, so that's a 5, so it's going to take D3 plus 3 mortal wounds.
All right, D3 plus 3?
Or 4.
For 4, okay, 4 mortal wounds.
Yep.
6 up feel no pains because of the Demon Prince. And I'll take him. He's down to 8.
Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is...
That was into this one, correct?
Yes. I'm going to spend 6 Cabal points to use a stratagem for free.
Okay.
So Magnus, the first thing we're going to do is these guys are going to reroll all hits and wounds, and they're going to be psychic. So
Okay.
this is going to be...
This is your Terminator.
Yeah, my Terminator. So this is going to be devastating sorcery and ensorcelled infusion. So all of their bolters are now going to be psychic and strength 5, and all of their psychic weapons they're going to reroll all hits and wounds with. And then Magnus is going to use the same stratagem, which is devastating sorcery, to reroll all his hits and wounds.
Okay.
So
and where's this going?
So we'll start with the Terminators. Everything's going to go into this unit.
All right. Then pop and smoke.
All right.
Just to make it, let's see if they can last.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm going to...
Wait. Okay.
So the Terminator the Sorcerer and Terminator armor gives the unit lethal hits, and then it's going to mark by fate, and I'm going to mark by fate this unit, so I'm going to reroll 1s against it.
Okay. Aren't you rerolling everything anyway?
Not with... So psychic weapons, not with my Soul Reapers and my missiles.
Okay.
So this just...
I got you.
Gives it on that. So for my psychic weapons, I have... Or for my Soul Reapers, I have 2 of them, so 6 shots each. So this is going to be hitting on 4s now.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s. And 6s are auto wounds. Roll these 1s. And then strength 6, toughness 9.
Yeah, 10.
Or toughness 10?
Yeah.
Really? Those guys are 10?
Yeah, I believe so. Either way, it's still 5s.
All right, so
4.
4. AP1.
4 AP1, which I don't get an armor save, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just 5 up feel no pains.
No,
I'm 5 up invulns.
5 up invulns and then 6 up feel no pains.
So save 2 of them.
Yep.
And then 6 ups. Nope, so 1 takes 2. 1's down to... Let me just check this score.
Gotcha.
Okay. Guys, real quick correction. I mixed those up. It's actually toughness 9, 10 wounds, not the other way around.
All right. Now we're going to do my my Soul Reaper, or not my, that was my Soul Reaper here. Now it's the missiles.
Okay.
So, rerolling the 1s, those all hit. Okay. And then this is strength 10. You said toughness 9.
Yep. So
3's the wound.
3s.
All right.
All right.
So, those are all...
5 ups, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Right?
Wow,
Nice.
good roll. 3 damage.
3 damage?
Yep.
Those dice did their job, so 6s.
Those dice did those job too.
So he's down to 7?
Yep. Okay. Next we'll do my Warp Smite. So I'm going to be rolling everything here.
Okay.
Because we're psychic.
Pretty
so
good.
those are lethal.
Apparently we're losing the loaded dice today.
And we're rolling everything. This is strength 4, so...
Yeah, 6.
There you go.
Or
so
5.
1 damage each.
1 damage each, so 5 up.
Jeez, man.
6
Keep going,
up.
dude. Keep going, Dave.
No,
right.
so takes another one. He's down to 6.
Okay. Now we're going to do all my Infernal Kami Bolters. I got to do some...
These are devastating ones, right?
These are devastating, yeah. 1,
Was it
2, 3,
anti-infantry?
4, 5, 6... No, not anti-infantry. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm not within rapid fire either.
Okay. I'm going to pause. All right, so all the dice ready? Hitting on 4s?
So we're hitting on 4s, re-rolling everything.
Okay.
And 6s are lethals.
Okay.
Sorry, that's out of the box. I'm not going to fish here.
So really, devastating. The lethals are good because it stops the devastating ones.
Here, yeah.
This one.
Now, strength 5, so 5 to wound you.
Yep. And 6s are devastating. Correct.
Yep.
Rerolling these as well.
Yeah, rerolling all hits and wounds for all psychic.
All right.
All right, that many saves.
5 ups. We'll save that many. And then we need these 1 damage each.
Yes.
6s. So we're going to save. So 1's going to take 6 wounds. So it's going to kill the 1. Does he blow up? No.
Does he affect Nurgle units when he blows up?
He does.
Now he does.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So we'll take this front guy here.
All right, and the last weapon I have is the Consecrating Flames. This is from the Sorcerer. All All right, so this is anti-monster, anti-vehicle, 4+, devastating wounds, psychic, 3 attacks.
Okay.
Wow, that's annoying. But you don't have an armor save, so. And a 4 up here, re-rolling.
But he missed on that one, didn't he? It wasn't that a 3? Doesn't he hit on a 4?
I honestly don't remember if he hit or missed.
Yeah, I think it was a 3.
Okay.
And unless he has a hitting on 2s.
No.
Yeah. Okay, so 2, 5 ups. Save 1. Damage.
2.
2. So 6s. Up takes it. 1's down to 8.
All right. Next, we're going to put everything from. Let's do him next. I'm going to shoot the Plague Bridge Crawler.
All right.
Yep. So, hitting on a 3 here. Hits. Strength 14, so wounding on a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Does not. Well, I don't have CP. So that does not wound. And then Magnus. I guess I'll put everything from Magnus. How many wounds does he have left?
8.
8 and 8.
He's at 36-inch range, right?
24.
Oh, 24.
He's at 24 right now, and I did pretty much that.
I know you did. I'm just asking.
I guess everything for Magnus is going to go into this unit because they don't have armor saves.
So I'm gonna say this off the top. I only ask Nico that for the camera purposes because I know he's meticulous about measuring. So I know if he's saying he's in range, he's in range. But just for the camera's sake,
this was a mistake. I should have put it all here. Should have just done it because you don't even have an armor save. So it's like
right,
and it's devastating.
Yeah. So
okay.
Magnus going into the blade haulers. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I also messed up with the Terminators because all their psychic was +1 to wound. So there were some 4s in there I re-rolled. I shouldn't have rolled. They would have done some more damage. Oh, well. So Magnus is going to put everything into the Blight Hauler. So the first stuff is Gaze of Magnus. So it's 3d3. So 2, 1, go.
He hits on 2s, I'm imagining.
He hits on 2s, +1 to hit always.
Right,
so
it's
2s.
Back to 2s.
Yep, 2s, and we did put Gaze of Fate on them, or Gaze of Hate, so I'm rerolling 1s as well, because it's just friendly.
Yep.
So rerolling the 1s.
Lethal?
It's cocked as heck. No lethal here. This is devastating wounds, though.
I got you.
So strength 9, so should be 4s.
Yep.
+1 to wound, because he's Magnus. Yep. 3s.
Rerolling those?
Yep, because I gave him the reroll all hits and wounds as well. 5. All right. So
6.
So yep. So no, these are devastating.
All right.
These are 6s.
What are these?
Those are just normal involns.
Normal 5.
Dave,
right.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
All right. So say now, how much are these worth?
These are 3 damage apiece. So that's 6 mortal wounds.
Plus so 6 here, right?
Plus the 3.
Plus so I need 9.
Yep, you're making 9 rolls right now.
So here is the 6 first because we're gonna see about the mortal wounds. All right, so good. I'm gonna take 6, so it's gonna kill the 1, and he does not blow up, and then mortal wounds on the other one. So I'll take 3 more on the other one.
Stop rolling 6s.
So that's gonna be he's gonna be down to 7. The other one's down to 7.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect you to be able to really tank those as well as you have, but you've tanked them very well. Okay, so
I'm gonna tell you what, it's the Demon Prince giving me the 6 up feel no pain was very helpful right there. Yeah,
it's a good addition to your list for sure. Okay, and then he's got the Zinch's Firestorm, which is D6 plus 3. Sweet.
That's going in the same unit.
Yeah, everything.
That's Magnus.
Yeah, that's all Magnus.
Where did you go, Di? Where did you go?
All right, 9. 3, 3, 3, 9. Hitting on 2s. This is strength 5.
Okay.
Rerolling the 1s. Lots of 1s. So this is gonna be wounding you on 4s.
Okay.
Because I'm +1 to wound still.
Yep.
Still devastating.
That was pretty bad.
Well, I'm still rerolling everything. Still pretty bad.
Still not good.
Okay, so that's a save.
1 save at 5 up. Good.
Good, and then take 4 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds. Sixes. Takes 4. He's down to 3.
And they don't bracket, I bet.
They do not bracket.
Okay. All right, that's all I got, man. That's my entire shooting phase.
What did you score?
Bring it down.
You got
they're 10 wounds, right?
Yeah, you did get 2 of them.
They're 9 wounds or 10 wounds?
They're 9 wounds.
They're 9 wounds. So I did get 2, so I get 2 victory points per, and then
I'm sorry, Nico. They're 10 wounds. They're 9 strength, toughness 9, 10 wounds. So you'll get 3 points for each one. For 10 wounds models.
Yes.
All right, so you're gonna get 6 on that. They are 10 wounds each.
And it says if you're using a tactical when the secondary mission is achieved, you score an extra 1. So each one of them is 6 plus 1 for 7.
Each one of them are 4 or 6.
It says each one of them is 3. So you score 2 victory points, and an additional 1 for each an additional condition you satisfy.
Right.
So they're 10 plus wounds. So that's going to be, each one of those is worth 3. Right. And then I scored an additional VP because I'm taking tactical missions.
I got you. Okay.
And then no prisoners. I actually didn't kill a unit.
Right.
So I'm not going to score no prisoners.
All right.
But I already gained my CP, so I can't discard it.
Right.
So that's fine. I'll just hold on to no prisoners because I think that I can get it next turn.
Okay.
And I'll just take my 7 victory points all the day.
And so here's what we got. I am holding 1 in No Man's Land for 5 points. And yeah, we'll be back after the score. Back after my movement phase. So in the beginning of my command phase, with Lord of Death Guard, with my play company, I gave Mortarion the rerolls, everything within 6 inches, reroll 1s to wound. Healed my, with plague, Deal for the Plague, I healed my Plague Burst Crawler, which was over here, 3 wounds, because he was by an objective. I pushed up a little bit here, and I moved my Blight Lord Terminators up a little bit as well. Kept everything else stationary, so I can get engaged on all fronts with that guy, get engaged on all fronts with Mortarion. Then I dropped my Terminators in here to get engaged on all fronts on this side, also 9 inches away from these Rubric Marines. It's kind of where we are right now, so I will go into shooting. And I'm just going to start with this guy, and I'm going to put everything into the Marines. The
Terminators?
Terminators, just to see if I can lessen some of it. So,
they are -1 to wound with weapons that are equal to or greater than their strength.
Okay. So these will be greater, so they're going to be -1 to wound.
Sure.
So 3s, nothing. And then crack missiles. Crack. Nothing. All right. Doing well so far. Okay. So we are going to have my mortars.
Just so I do it on camera, at the start of the shooting phase, the 2 Cabal points I had remaining will be for Weaver of Fates to give 1 unit within 18 inches of Magnus reroll a save.
Okay. So real quick, I need to go with my cards. I got Tempting Targets, which Nico picked that one there. I also got Engage on all fronts. So I kept those, so we'll see what happens. All right, so let's go into my shooting phase. And I'm going to put my mortars from this Plague Burst Crawler are going to go into these rubrics here. And the entropy cannons and stubbers are going to go into the Terminators. Okay. So we will start with the rubrics.
Mortars?
The mortars, yep. So D6 plus 3 for 8.
Jeez. Plus 3, there are only 6 in the unit.
Right, but it's D6 plus 3, so and then we'll get 1 extra. So it'll be 9 attacks. So it's 5 for what I rolled, 3 for the plus 3, and then 1 for the.
They made those mortars better.
Yeah, they really did. The D6 plus 3 is nice. Hitting on 3s. These are lethal.
Jiminy Crickets.
These are missing. Winning on 2s.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because of Mortarion. So we have
8 or 9, 7. Sorry.
7 at -1. You do get cover.
Yeah, well, my ability to fail 3-ups here. Fail 3 3-ups. You said the entry cannons are in a Magnus.
No, entry cannons are going into your.
I'll use my
your
one save here.
Okay.
Good.
All right. So just 2, and then the entry cannons are going into your Terminators. Both hit, and then toughness
5.
strength 9, so 3s.
-1.
-1
to wound.
Okay, so that they miss, and then the stubbers all hit, and just 2. -1.
Good.
Saved them. All right. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's go with this Plague Burst Crawler.
Rinse, repeat.
We're going to go again into these Rubiks, and we're going to go into. I'll put them. I'll just change this up a little bit. I'll try to put them in the Magnus.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Mortar still into the rubrics.
Mortar still in the Rubiks, so that's going to be 7.
No more blast.
No more blast. Hitting on 3s. Oh, that is brutal.
There was a 1. You don't not rerolling 1s.
No,
Oh, okay.
because oh wait, those were. Oh my god. That was the wound, right? Or that was the hit.
That was the hit roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't reroll 1s to hit.
I don't reroll. So just 2.
I mean, look at my roll though.
Just 2 damage.
Just 2 damage. Okay.
Yeah, I should think. Got that squad, man. All right, so these are going in the Magnus. Both hit. Is it -1 to hit?
Magnus?
Yeah.
No.
All right, both hit, and it's strength 10, toughness 12, so 5s.
Toughness 11, so 5s.
That's cocked. So 2.
All right.
At -3.
What's the damage on these?
D6 +1.
D6 +1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But no need, right?
I was saving my. I have a stratagem to reduce damage to 0, so I was saving it for when you targeted Magnus and you haven't targeted him until then.
Those are my entropy cannons. Reroll. I'm sorry, my stubbers. All right. That may do it for my turn. Because Mortarion is not within any kind of range to do anything because he needs 18 inches. So not within any kind of range. So at the end of my turn, I'll charge here. Let me see something real quick.
Do they have their flamers still?
They do. That's what I'm going to check out here.
What's the range of their flamers?
12 inches.
Okay.
So I have two of them that can reach. One of them is not my plague champion. So we have 6 shots. And then it's strength 3, toughness more than 3. So we have just 2.
Ignores cover, right?
Ignores cover. Tolerant.
3 ups. 1 damage?
1 damage.
We'll take it on him.
And then charging. We have 9 inch. 9. Oh, this don't count, although that would have got me a 10. It doesn't matter because when you roll 2, it doesn't matter. All right.
CP do we roll or no?
I do not.
Okay.
All right, so at the end of my turn, I will discard.
I owe you 2 battle shock tests on the rubrics.
You do.
Pass. Fail.
Okay.
So they were battle shocked. So in my command phase, do I take another battle shock test?
Yeah.
On them?
Yeah. So basically, they wouldn't have been able to use stratagems on them, which you didn't do.
I didn't do anyways.
So I did get engaged on all fronts for 3. 1 here, 1 there, 1 there. So it's going to be 3 points, I think it is, or 4.
Yep.
Yeah, 3. The other one, I did not get tempting targets. I did hold this one for 1. So that's going to be just 8 points on that. You'll see that in the score. Nico is holding 1 there for 5. We'll be back after the score. All right. We are back after Nico's movement phase. Nico, what did you do command phase-wise? First, your cards.
I kept no prisoners, and then I drew capture enemy outposts.
Okay, which is that one?
Yep. And then I did my Kabbalistic rituals here and there. For the Zangors, on a 4-up, I do farm Cabal points. I did farm both, so I'm going to be at 17 Cabal points. And then I did my 4-up supply line to gain an extra CP. So I'm at 3
Mm-hmm.
CP right now. And then at the end of my movement phase, I'm going to do Binding Tendrils, which is going to go onto the Death Shroud Terminators. So on a D6 roll, a 1, my unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 2-up, I have your movement, advance, and charge.
Okay. I like it.
D3 mortals. For 2. Boom, boom.
All right. They can't really. There's like a fog around them of entropy, so you can't see.
That's so annoying. That's the first time that's happened to me. Normally, I just pretty much people who take all Terminators lists. I'm like, all right, you can't move now. You can't.
Right,
move.
right.
Now you can't move. We're gonna double move them because now I have to run away from you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna double move there.
Which is where you getting the double move from?
The double move I am getting from my Temporal Surge.
Okay.
So double move, and then Doom Bolt.
Okay.
All right.
That's double move here, so you're going to move them away.
Correct.
And then you're going to Doom Bolt Magnus.
From Magnus, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So I am going to Doom Bolt from Magnus, and that Doom Bolt is going to go into this Plague Burst, into that Plague Burst Crawler.
So is Doom Bolt a shot, or is it just a mortal
just a roll?
Okay. Nothing I can save against.
It's not considered an attack. It's same thing in like Typhus, how he has his ability. That's not considered an attack.
I got you.
It's the same kind of concept.
I got you.
So, all right, so you're going to take D3 plus 3 for 5 mortal wounds. Are you within 6 inches on that? So
no, it's
you just take the 6.
Yep.
Or 5, sorry.
5. So he's down to 7.
Yes. Next thing, all the Terminator shots are going to go into that remaining...
This guy here?
Yes. And he will be my reroll 1 target.
So are we saying that Magnus can see my Terminators here?
No, Magnus cannot see the Terminators there.
Okay.
He is just primed to charge them.
All right. Interesting.
So my missile racks I'll put here, my Soul Reaper cannon I'll put here, and then I'll put everything else forward into that.
All right, so what I'm going to do is actually... Oh, man, what I want to do here. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually Cloud of Flies this one, and I'm going to smoke screen that one.
Is that only for a phase, or is that for the remainder of the turn?
That is for the face.
Okay.
Everything is for the face, so...
Gotcha. All right, so I'm going to start with Terminators. We'll just do all the bolts first, the bolt guns.
That's going into this or that?
The bolt guns are all going into the...
Light hauler?
Light hauler.
All right.
So I have looks like 4 that are in rapid fire. Everything else is out of rapid fire. So 9 times 2...
18.
18 plus...
Are you getting anything from Magnus? Any kind of buffs from Magnus?
Just plus 1.
Okay.
I'm sorry, just nothing.
Okay.
Not on this, because I'm not going to spend the 2 CP here.
All right.
On this, because I don't think it's worth it just to try to plank 3 wounds. Not with lethal hits. I think with lethal hits, rerolling 1s here, I think I can accomplish it.
All right.
As I'm about to eat my words. So there's 18, and then I have 4 that are within rapid fire, so I get an additional 8.
Have me roll dice, dude. That's all it is. It's a dice game.
Yeah, you're right. Because I only get the +1 to hit with psychic weapons. So
gotcha.
I'm going to be on 4s here. Rerolling 1 still. 2 1 in there. The 6s are lethal.
Yep.
Roll these 1s.
Normally hitting on 3s now, just so everybody knows.
It's cocked.
That's a 6, dude.
It's cocked. Strength 4, toughness 9.
Yep. 5s. Any rerolls?
No. How many saves?
What do we got? 9? 8?
2, 4, 6, 8.
Those dice did their jobs, so...
AP -1. So
AP -1, so 3 ups. And he'll take 2.
All right. Course creating flames next.
I don't know if I think I might have moved them out of range of them demon prints. Let me just see before we do that. Almost destroyed everything. I think he might be just out. Can you see if he is? I don't know if I'm over him.
You're over him. You're good.
So two 6s.
You get, yeah, I swear to God right now. Thank you.
He's down to 1.
Course of creating flames. Auto wounds.
This is still going into him, correct?
Yeah, I hit on 3s, but I'm +1 to hit.
Yep.
So +1, -1.
Yep. I'm with you.
And I do reroll the 1. I'm sorry. All right, well.
Just 1?
Just 1 save. This is AP -3, I believe. Let me check this.
5 up.
AP -3.
I'm going to roll it, see what happens. 5 up. Nope.
2 damage.
2 damage. Need 2 6s. Ah.
All right.
Does he blow up? He does not.
Okay. My Soul Reapers into the
Dude, it would have been nice if he would have survived.
Crawler. He almost did it. I still had a Warp Smite.
Yeah.
So I still had something. All right, this will auto wound. The Plague Burst Crawler is -1 hit as well. You smoke screened as well.
Yep. Cloud of Flies to him, smoke screen the other one. That doesn't. It does matter because one of them gives cover, one of them doesn't.
Sure.
So this is the Cloud of Flies.
Those are mortals and 1 save.
Mortals. All right, one save.
Yep.
So he will get cover. So it's going to be
2 up.
2 up. Good. And then he's going to get. This is just 1.
Yep.
6s. Saved 1.
All right.
It's down to 10.
Here's the missiles. He's -1 hit.
Yep.
Force here. 2. AP -2. 3 damage each.
2 AP -2. So
3 ups.
3s. Saved 1.
3 damage.
3 damage. Takes 3.
Okay.
He's down to 7.
All right. I'm gonna do the big shot from here.
Okay.
He's down to 7.
Yep.
What about him? What's he down to?
7 as well. Both
All right,
down to 7.
into him. He's gonna go with the back guy.
All right.
Hits. 'Cause you're not -1 to wound, right?
Right. Exactly.
Or -1 to hit.
Right.
Does wound. Strength 14. This is AP -4.
5 up. Even if it's with cover.
Magnus into here. All right. Into the back guy.
Magnus in here. All right.
He's a Magnus. Hitting on 2s.
That one because he sustained hits. That's
And I'm sorry. I'm gonna spend the CP to reroll everything
okay.
on him. And then wounding on 3s. No, I'm sorry. Strength 9.
Tough
So wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
And +1 wound. Rerolling.
Okay. That's a pretty good follow up.
All right, so there's 4 saves. It's AP. You will have cover on this.
All right. So what's the AP on it?
2.
AP 2. So these 3s are going to save because it's going to go down to 3. So this one will miss. So that's this. What?
Mortals. So that's
going into
6
this
mortals.
back one, right?
Yeah, 6 mortals, and you are not within. Yeah.
Does not blow up.
Okay. All right, over here, we're going to go ahead and do everything from these guys into the Death Shroud.
All right.
We'll start with the Soul Reaper. Toughness 6, right?
Toughness 6.
These are 2 mortals and 1 save.
1 save.
AP -1, so 3 up.
2 up.
They get a 2 up?
Yeah, because this is terrain cover.
So are they? Okay, I got you.
You see what
I
I'm
got
saying?
you. Yeah.
As roll a 4 anyway, and then it takes 2 mortals.
Yep. Take 2 mortals.
All right. So
How many wounds do they each have?
3.
Okay.
So one's going to be down to. One's down to 1.
All right. We'll do the bolters next.
Yeah, because dense cover is just woods is just cover now.
Nope. And then Warp Smite. Reroll 1 because I'm a rubric. No. And then the Exalted Sorcerer, he has a Torrent weapon, which is
right there on the disc.
Arcane Fire. D6 shots, so 2 hits, strength 6, AP -2, and 6s here are going to be devastating. All right, nothing.
All right.
We'll go with Ahriman and his unit next. So I have a Soul Reaper right there.
Okay.
Everything into the same unit.
Yep.
6s are mortals. 4 is the wound.
2.
We roll the 1 because I am a 3.
All right, and Ahriman, his unit can still going over that, so we're going to cover AP.
1.
1, so
Twos.
still 2s. Kills the 1.
All right, and then we'll go with the. He has a flame pistol, but his warp smite can still see him. 2 hits.
Well, he can still see through there. It's just a matter of getting cover.
My flame pistol is 12 inches.
Oh, okay.
+1 to wound. So that's 2. AP -3. That one's devastating. So
Okay.
you do take 1 mortal wound.
All right, so I'm going to save AP -2.
AP -3.
Okay, so I'm going to take 1 wound anyway.
Yeah, so this 4 would have saved you.
Yeah, and the 4 saves me.
Yeah.
So one's down to 1.
Yep. And then Ahriman, he's going to do a Psychic Stalk. Hitting on a 2. No. All right. Now the Zangor Shaman. All right, Mutating Orbs, D6 attacks. For 5. We are hitting on 3s.
What's the range on it?
Range is 18.
Okay.
Strength 9, so 3s. There's no AP here.
Good.
All right. That's
strength 3, no AP. Actually,
strength 9, no AP.
It's still pretty good. I know there's no AP, but wow.
Charge phase.
All right.
So, I think what I have to do for you have CP to interrupt or no?
I'd not.
Okay. I'll go with the Mutal Vortex Beast first.
Okay, where's he going?
Plagueburst Crawler.
All right.
That's Boxcars.
Where do you want him?
I want him as far over here as I can go without being in engagement range of Morty, and then we're going to turn him just so that I can make sure that Magnus has plenty of room to get in.
Okay.
Magnus, can I charge the Terminators?
I don't think you can get within engagement range of him.
Because you're not.
Yeah.
All right, he's going to have to charge the same thing.
All right. He's in. Want to make sure my Plagueburst Crawler dies?
Yes.
All right, we are back after we consolidated all this. So we had Magnus and the Beast into my Plagueburst Crawler.
Yeah. All right, so we'll start with the Mule Vortex Beast.
Okay.
All right, start with Magnus. I think the Mule Vortex Beast doesn't do it. AP -2, so you're going to be saving on 4s. Magnus is AP -4. So Magnus is probably definitely going to do it. Yeah, we'll go with Magnus first.
All right.
7 attacks. 4, 6, 7.
Pretty good.
Strength 16. 3s. Well, 2s. Because I'm +1 to wound because it's a psychic weapon. 6s are devastating. No.
A 2 and AP 3, so 5s. Damage?
3 each.
3 each. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Sixes. He dies. Does he blow up? He does.
Wow.
So it's everybody will take 1. So I'll take.
Everyone takes 1?
Everybody takes 1. He's only deadly demise 1. So let me pause this and we'll do all that. All right, guys. So we cleared everything up. I lost the Terminator. The Demon Prince was saved. Mortarion lost 2 wounds. Magnus lost 2 wounds, and the Beast did not lose. Oh, he saved it essentially on his Feel No Pain. So that's where we are. What did you score, sir?
No prisoners. I killed 3 units.
Did Magnus want to do anything?
No, I don't think I'd be able to stay where I am.
All right, so no consolidation, no piling. So you killed 3 units for how many points? Maxing out at what? 5?
5, yep.
All right, and you were holding 1 in the beginning of the turn.
Yep.
I'm still holding 1, and which is over there in the corner. And we will be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, at the end of my movement phase and the command phase, what I did end up doing is draw an aerial denial. And I drew bring it down, which actually is pretty good because I got 2 units right in front of me that I might be able to bring it down on, at least one of them. I spent 1 to heal Gifts of Plague, Gift of Decay to heal, to bring Mortarion back up to full pop. Move my Death Shroud Terminators over so I can get into his Terminators. He actually did spend some Cabal points to make my Terminator's weapons hazardous.
No, I did not. I'm going to keep Magnus -1 damage.
Okay, so Magnus is now -1 damage. I spread out these guys here just to kind of stop from getting into the backfield here. Probably should spread them out a little bit more here, but I just don't want them to take shots from Terminators. This objective is sticky, so I don't have to worry about it because it's contagion. Now we get to go to shooting. Move these guys up a little bit here to get some shots off there. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go these guys into these rubrics. Okay, D6. All right, that's pretty good.
There's only 2 of them.
One of them has the
Double.
one of the champion, yeah. So this is 1 6. Another 6. Yeah, and then I can't roll that dice. Thank you, sir. Strength 3 to toughness 3 now, right? Because you're in contagion. We're 9 inches.
Yeah.
So wounding on 4s.
Okay.
That's pretty good. I don't know if you want to roll those or.
No AP, right?
No AP. It was actually anti-infantry 4, so it doesn't matter.
All right. He dies.
All right.
He takes a wound.
All right. We'll go with Magnus, and we'll go with the Lantern into.
So I have my 1 free reroll, just so you know.
Okay, so
save for this.
We're going to go. Mortarion is going to go into. I think we're going to go into everything into Magnus, actually.
Okay.
So,
and I'm going to spend 1 CP on Psychic Dominion.
Okay.
All right.
What does that do?
So I'm going to have a 4-up Feel No Pain against any psychic attacks.
Okay.
And then it's going to be hazardous.
Okay. So here is my Rotwind, which is going to be 6 shots. 6. 6. And then 3 onto that because it's D6 plus 3. We're going to be hitting on 2s. And you said they're hazardous, so 1's going to be mortal wounds. Or do I roll that after?
You roll it afterwards.
This is lethal.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s.
Strength?
And strength 7.
5s.
So 5s, and these are going to be devastating. 6s are devastating. So we're going to have 2 mortals, and
it's only 1 damage each.
And then let me re-roll this. So we're going to have 3 at normal saves. Let me get to, I don't know what the
damage is.
I don't know what the AP -2.
All right.
Takes 1.
It's how much damage?
Just 1 damage.
1 damage, so I owe you.
And then 2 mortal ones.
3 4-ups for the mortals.
Yep.
Huh.
Takes 3. And then the Lantern.
And you owe me a hazardous test as well.
Okay, here's the hazardous test. So saves it. And then we have the Lantern, which is going to be 2. And an auto. So it's just -3.
4-up.
Or lethal, I should say.
I fail it. I will re-roll that for my 1 save.
Okay.
Still fail it, and then I'll spend 1 CP to reduce the damage to 0.
All right. That was good because it was going to be 3 damage. All right. So let's do this. Let's go. We'll have this guy here. I'm going to have all these guys here shoot into Magnus. Actually, I'm going to put everything into Magnus.
Gotcha.
With those weapons. So we have, I have a unit of 10. 2 of them have flails. So I'm going to need They're combi bolters, which are 1 shot each, but they're rapid fire. So we're gonna have 8.
No, man.
No, take a look at it. Make sure I'm doing it right, man.
Yeah. Well, it's anti-infantry 4+
Yeah.
for the devastating, so you're going to be devastating on 6s.
6s, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hitting on 3s. They don't have lethal in this one.
They don't?
No, they're not lethal. Combi bolters aren't lethal. And then wounding on 5s. 6s, actually, because he's more than...
Toughness 10.
Yeah. Toughness 10 down to 9.
Toughness 11 down to 10.
Okay. So, yeah, 6s.
So we have 1 mortal.
1 mortal wound. And then, because it's a range attack, I can re-roll these for the Lord variants. So, just 1.
And it's a devastating wound.
Yep.
All right.
And then the Lord Virulence. I'm sorry, the Lord Virulence.
Virulence.
Sorry, Dragma. Lord Virulence. Let me pull him up real quick. And then, yeah, he has a D6 for 2. And then we have...
auto hitting, probably.
Yeah.
Strength? Well, that's not it.
That's not it. I need 6s. Just 1.
AP?
AP 2.
4 up.
I'm sorry, AP 1. 1 damage.
10 wounds remaining.
And he re-rolls 1 of those, actually. I rolled a 1, so I get to re-roll that. Oh, did I do that already? I think I did that already.
You already did it, yeah.
All right. Demon Prince does not have a gun, I don't think.
He has an infernal cannon, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's a good question, sir.
I thought he had an infernal cannon, strength 5. Infernal cannon.
Plague Spear.
Okay.
D6 for 2.
3 or 5s, right?
And then re-rolling. Or no re-rolls. That's it.
Okay.
All right, charges. All right, Mortarion. First, I'm going to do this. Charging here into them. I really want to go into Magnus. Now let's go into the Terminators. Terminators on Terminators. They're in with an 8. We will do the Demon Prince into Magnus. He's in with a 9. Mortarion.
I think you would have to go into both.
Actually,
No,
yeah.
you could just go that way.
Yeah, that's why I had to charge those guys first.
You're right.
And then Mortarion into the Beast. And he's in with the 9.
The Beast Boss on Squigosaur.
This guy here, these guys here, into those guys. They're in with 11.
11?
Wow, that was pretty good. I'll move all this and be back. All right, guys, we're back after we moved all this. What are you going to do, Nico?
My last Cabal points are going to be spent to give Magnus another reroll.
Okay.
On a save.
All right, so I'm going to actually I'll start with Magnus, actually, since he's tempting my Demon Prince.
Is there anyone with a psychic weapon?
There is not.
Even
not in combat.
So the Demon Prince isn't even psychic?
Nope.
You sure?
Positive.
Dang it.
There's no psychic abilities on the Death Guard Demon Prince. So he's got 6 attacks, plus the enhancement makes it 7 attacks. I'm not buying objectives, so no, I'm not, because that's not corrupted yet. So hitting on 2s. It's a lethal hit.
Okay. Strength?
Yeah, lethal. Let me just make sure. It's not lethal. I'm sorry. I lied.
Strength?
It's going to be strength 8, so it's going to be 5s. Rerolling this 1 for Mortarion, because he's within 6. So we have 3 at -2.
4 ups. All right. Free reroll.
Yep. So it takes 3.
Takes 3, which gets reduced to 2.
Yep. All right. We'll just stay with we'll stay on that side of the board and go with Mortarion, which is going to be right here. Mortarion is going to have 5 attacks.
So now we're counting down, Dave. I have 8 wounds remaining on Magnus.
5 attacks, hitting on 2s. And then wounding on
3s.
3s.
-3. Damage?
4 damage each.
Doesn't feel no pain.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, spiked it. All right, so I take 2, 4, 6, 7.
All right, that's pretty good. I like it. And then we go to the
I
Dust
have
Shroud.
6 wounds remaining on him.
We'll go to the Blight Lords. So we have 2 flails, 6 attacks.
Nothing here is psychic either.
Nothing here psychic. I have no psychic attacks besides Mortarion. Yeah, here's the flails hitting on 3s. That was pretty good, and these are lethal. I'll take out these 2s. And then it's going to be strength 5 to toughness 4 now?
4 now, but I'm still -1 to wound.
Okay, so 5s, or 4s actually.
4s.
And these miss.
AP?
So we have 6 at AP 1.
3 ups.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. That's 1 Terminator gone. Everything else is just what?
-2, 1 damage.
Okay.
Besides my Lord of Virulence.
Okay.
So then we have 8 swords. I'm going to just get the dice. All right, here we go. Hitting on 3s. You just pick up 6s are lethal. You're missing, right?
Yes, sir. 6, 6. 6. 6. Toughness.
Same
4.
thing. 5. Yeah, so it's still hitting on 4s.
Wounding on 4s.
Or wounding on 4s, I'm sorry.
Any rerolls here?
I'm
Once?
not in range of anything.
So
So that many at -2.
this is going to be 4 ups, 1 damage.
Yep.
1 Terminator dead. 2 Terminator. 1 left on 2 wounds.
All right. And then the Lord of Virulence, or I'm sorry, Lord of Virulence, is going to have 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 2s, 3s now actually. So just 1 at -2. Yeah, strength 8 down to 3s because of -1 to wound.
Kill it.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Yep. And then we go to Death Shroud, which is going to be right here. So we have we got another 8 attacks, hitting on 2s. 6s are lethal, and then strength 8, so 2s again. So let me see. Did I reroll? I do not.
AP.
-2, 2 damage.
4 ups. I think that's the unit. 1, 2, 3. The sorcerer has 1 wound remaining.
All right. You get to fight back, sir.
The guy took the guy on the. Is there any consolidation moves you want to make?
Yeah, I'm gonna. So these guys, well, these guys are base, so I can't really do anything here. I'm gonna stay right there. These guys are gonna be good. I'm just going to move this guy there. I can't move him because he wasn't touching. Yeah, I can't really get here. Let me turn. Ooh. His thing is just killing everybody. All right, sir.
All right, I guess I will start with the Exalted Sorcerer over there because he's the only one that's left. Maybe we can spike it and get some devastating wounds here because all my weapons in melee with the staves are psychic, so I do devastating.
Okay.
So I'm hitting on 2s. Am I within 6 of Magnus?
Yeah, it looks like it might be.
Yeah, it looks like I am.
Want to measure it?
I can measure. Yep. I'm not.
Just short?
Just short. So this is devastating.
Okay.
Strength 7, toughness.
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6.
So 2.
Strength 6, so 4 is actually.
1. Good. And then 1 devastating wound.
Yep, 1 devastating wound.
It's going to kill this guy.
Yeah, well,
Lose my champion.
He did okay.
Yeah.
And then over here with the guy, the big mutilate vortex beast.
All right. Morty.
5 attacks. We're going with the mutilate claws.
What's the? I can't have enough. I don't have enough. Never mind. I was gonna do that. Just disgusting resilient, but I don't have enough. 2.
Strength 15 or strength 9. So
5. 1.
1, yeah.
So it's gonna be what's it?
AP minus 2, 4 damage.
AP minus 2, so it's gonna be 4 up. Good.
Okay. And now with Magnus. Two, 4.
Oh, he's actually pretty strong.
What's his defense here?
Toughness 11, 10 wounds. 2 up save, 4 up aim.
All right, everything hits. Strength 16.
3.
Strength 16 plus 1 to wound because I'm psychic.
Okay.
6s are devastating. And you have 4 up invuln or 5 invuln?
I have a 4 up invuln.
How many wounds does he have?
10.
10. These are each 3 damage, so I have to get 4 to go through. So the math is, this is my 1 CP spend right here. No.
4 ups, right? I'm sure it's more than, what's AP?
AP minus 3.
So 4 ups.
5.
I'm sorry, I said 4s, but okay. I meant 5.
Okay. So he would technically be dead, but you do have feel no pains.
Right. So we have how many? What's the damage?
So it's 3 damage apiece, so it's 12 damage total right now.
All right, let's do it. See if I can spike this, as you say. Need 6s.
Yep.
I just need literally 2 6s, and he's 3 6s. He stays alive.
3 6s. There's 1.
There's 1. He dies.
Okay.
Deadly demise.
On a 6.
Nope.
All right. I am going to consolidate him back to the objective.
Okay.
Just so that I am putting these Terminators within 6 so that their psychic weapons are +1 to hit, +1 to wound.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. So Terminators wise, I've got 5 that'll go first.
Mm-hmm. I think you bring it down. Does that thing have 6 wounds left?
Toughness 6, right?
Yep.
Oh, there's 2 6s in there. Those are lethal. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, you're good.
Wow.
Wow.
2. AB2.
So force takes 1 damage. 2 damage.
Yep.
Not by Demon Prince, so it's going to be down to 1 for 1 guy.
All right. Then the force weapon here. 4 attacks.
Put it into this guy here.
Hitting on 2s. This is lethal. Strength 6, wounding on 3s, come +1 to wound.
Okay.
6s are mortals. Oh. So 3. AP minus 1. Good. Yep.
Your other guys?
My other guy is just the Terminator.
Sorcerer. You fight with him already?
Thousand Sun Sorcerer.
Okay.
And Terminator armor is what I got next. 5 attacks with his force weapon. Threes here. That's going to be D6 mortals.
D6 mortals. Okay.
AP minus 1.
3s. Well, take 1.
All right, so the first one, D3.
Wait, before you do that, let me, I'll spend my CP, see if I can save that. Good. So what was a 5?
It was a 5, yeah.
That's
2 of 5.
again.
So take 3 mortals.
3 mortals.
Yep.
For each guy. All right, so this guy's going to be this guy. I'm going to kill him off. And then I'll kill off this.
Take 3 mortals, that's it.
So this guy's going to be at 1.
Yeah. About to say, what you talking about, Dave?
All right. So at the end of my turn, what's he worth? What's Magnus OC?
Magnus's OC. He is strength 6 or OC 6.
All right, so you're gonna. I think you still have this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if he's in 3, so you're still gonna have that one. So that's gonna count for your 5 points. So you're gonna get 10.
Man, I don't think I. So within 3, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I have 6 guys within 3. No, you definitely have it.
I would say that you have 4 guys within 3.
That's only going to be 4 points.
To my 6.
So I'm not going to get Aerial Denial, and I'm not going to get Bring It Down because I didn't kill anybody. I'm going to keep Bring It Down. I'm going to get rid of Aerial Denial. So I'm going to go up to 2 CP. And I'm going to go up to 3 CP on Nico's turn. You want to roll for your second one?
Didn't you re-roll? You made a re-roll on a Terminator, so you spent 1?
I did. You're right. I did. My bad.
Cool.
I'm at 2.
All right.
You got. Want to see if you get one?
I do get 1.
All right.
So I'm up
excellent.
to 2 CP.
All right. So, yeah, we'll be back after Nico's movement phase. All right, we are back after Nico's movement phase. Nico, what card did you draw?
Area Denial and Overwhelming Force.
Area Denial is basically holding the middle. So he's got to get rid of my Terminators. And Overwhelming Force is essentially him just
Killing things on objectives.
Yep. Which are my Terminators.
Yeah.
So the focus will be my Terminators this game.
Zangors both were able to, in the command phase, they both rolled a 4 up on their ritual to give me more Cabal points.
All right.
My rubrics came in over there. They're going to shoot some Death Shroud. And everyone over here fell out of combat. This, where is? I don't know. He's right there. He fell out of combat. And yeah, that's that. So first things first, we'll go with him into Morty.
Into Morty? All right. Do it.
Big shot. Hits. Wounds.
Saves.
Dang it. I need you to fill one of those one this time in this game. The Doom Bolt is into the Terminators. And
that I can't stop.
Yeah.
All right.
Should have done this first. I'm sorry. That's a 6. So this is going to be D3 plus 6 mortals.
All right. Nice.
For 7 mortal wounds.
7 mortal. So it's going to kill this one guy here. And then I'm going to kill 2 other Terminators, which we're going to take. I think we're going to take the Bolters. Actually, probably not the Bolters that are in. I don't mind it. I want the flail weapons. All right.
And Magnus's stratagem is going to be, well, actually just keep those. That's fine. We will start a shooting phase. I'll do the mutating orb from this guy into the Terminators.
All right, I'm going to Cloud of Fly as the Terminators.
Minus 1 to hit.
Yeah, don't want to do that. No, because Magnus is probably going to get in. What's his damage? Melee weapons?
3.
3 down to 2. I would make, yeah, so I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry.
All right. 4 shots with the mutating orb.
Okay.
9s.
Lethal?
No, I don't think so. No.
Were those wounds or I know you rolled. I didn't see what you rolled.
It was D6 shots.
Okay.
3's a hit. And then strength 9, so 2, no AP.
2 no AP?
2 ups.
So 2 ups.
All right, 1 damage.
1 damage.
All right. We'll go over here. These guys are going to shoot them. Here's a Soul Reaper first. You were on an objective, right?
I am, yeah, but I'm not holding it. I don't control it.
Reroll the ones because I'm a rubric. So 1 mortal wound, 1 save, AP 1.
Saved it, and then take some mortal hits down to 1.
All right, we'll do a warp smite next. 2 hits. And 1 wound, and it's a devastating wound.
Devastating? Oh, so I can't.
It's devastating. Ahriman will shoot you with his pistol. Fails, and then he'll shoot you with his psychic stalk, and that will actually be a precision hit that goes into your character. No. Second time Armand's roll 1. We'll go over there with that
Flamers.
unit into the Death Shroud. So I'm going to start with the Infernal Master because he'll probably get the job done. So 8 shots total. This is the hazardous profile.
Dude, I like how you just automatically think you're going to kill him.
Strength 6.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
AP -2, 2 damage apiece. And Glimpse of Eternity lets me make 1 roll in auto 6. So this is going to become an auto 6. So that's 2 mortal wounds.
All right.
And then you have 3 saves, AP -2.
All right, 4 ups.
He's dead. I know what my army does. I know what I'm going to be able to kill.
I'm just kidding.
Normally.
I'm just kidding.
I guess Magnus into them.
Charging?
No. And then he's going to reroll all hits and wounds.
All right.
2 Gaze of Magnus. 3 Gaze of 3d3 Gaze of Magnus.
Choose.
And you are the Gaze of Hate, so I'm rerolling 1s.
Okay.
Do I fish here?
Are these devastating?
Yeah, those are devastating. I'm fishing.
What's his strength?
9 + 1.
9 + 1. Okay. What are these?
AP -2.
I saved them both. It doesn't matter. What's the damage?
6 mortal wounds.
6 mortals?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to take... looks like I got to take flails. So I'll take that and that.
And then Gaze of... Tzeentch's Firestorm. D6 +3 blast, so that's 9. And at the time you were being targeted, you were 6 models strong. Or 5 models strong, so...
5, yep.
So there's the 6, then 3. There. So 10 shots. Reroll. 6s here are going to be devastating too. That's out of the box. This is strength 5, so 3s. Is that +1? No.
No, 4s.
4s. Well, still, it's the same thing. Out of the box, sorry. Okay, so 1 more. This is AP -1.
Ooh, that was bad. 1 dies. 3
They're
mortals.
2 damage apiece. So
2. Wait.
So 1 dies. Yeah, but he only has 3 wounds.
Yeah, so,
exactly.
So he's alive with
1 wound.
1 wound.
Okay. Charge phase. Magnus charge.
All right.
He's in.
He's in.
All right.
Will he stay alive? Do I see if I can still stay alive now?
Actually, I still re-roll the 1 against you. Cool.
Devastating?
Devastating 3 mortal wounds.
Just kill him. Don't even need to roll it. Magnus, pretty strong against those Terminators. All right, let's see if I can kill this thing and bring it down.
6 wounds remaining.
And then 3s.
Mm-hmm. Reroll the 1.
So 4.
Is that devastating wounds?
No. No. Nope. It's -3, 4 damage.
All right. I need 10 5-ups. Or, I'm sorry, 11 5-ups.
Close. It's not enough.
Do I explode?
No, you do on the one. You do on the floor dice.
All right, you got to bring it down.
Yeah, I did bring it down. And you did get aerial denial actually, which I didn't honestly think you were going to get. To be quite honest with you.
Well, I was trying to get it.
Yeah. So I mean, you only had 1 target, and that was
correct. Yeah.
All right. So at the end of your turn, aerial denial.
And you bring it down. So I'm getting overwhelming force. I killed 3 victory points.
Do I have to control that for you to get that?
No, I just have to be within range of an objective.
All right. So you got 8 points in secondaries.
8 points in secondaries.
And 10 points in holding.
Yep.
I'm gonna get only 5 points. And let's see what my cards are, and we'll see what we can do at this point to see if I can score any more points. And we'll be back. All right, guys, we are back after my movement phase. Not a whole lot to do because these guys just stood there. I did draw assassination, and I got behind enemy lines. I actually had to put back storm hostile objective because wait, that was the wrong one. Deploy teleport homers is what I actually got, and I could not do it on his turn, so because I have no models to do it. So we're going to just go for assassination. Mortarion just going to go into Magnus. So this is honestly what everybody came to see, right?
Yes.
Morty versus
brother.
Now, in fairness, he did get broken down a little bit by the Demon Prince. So
yeah, well, so I'm going to do the same thing, Psychic Dominion again. So
okay.
I'm getting a 4th field of pain against your Psychic.
All right.
Your Rotwind baloney.
Rotwind.
1 shot. Roll that on the hazardous test, okay?
Exactly. It is lethal.
And devastating?
And devastating and nothing. So just 1.
I saved
it.
Hazardous test.
Good. The lantern. Hits and wounds.
And wounds because it's lethal?
Yeah.
4 up. Good.
All right. Just do it.
That's a charge?
Yep.
All right. The Cabal points I have are going to be spent to reroll 2 saves.
Okay.
Here.
I will spend 3 also for
3 CP.
2. No, I'm spending 1 CP going down to 2. I looked to see how many CP I had. I have 3 left, and I'm spending 2 going down to 1 for discussing the Resilient, which is -1 damage in melee.
Okay. So 2 reroll fail saves.
Hitting on 2s.
And that's from the Lord of Forbidden Lore. I rolled a battle shock test, so he's not battle shocked, just to make sure.
Wounding on 3s, right?
Toughness 10.
Yeah, wounding on 3s. That was pretty good.
Oh.
-3.
4 ups. All right. So Zinch save.
Yep.
Zinch save. In the box, sorry. No. And then I will spend 1 for a CP reroll. Nope. And then I'm going to spend 1 to reduce 1 to damage. Okay. Nothing. All right. So
4 damage.
4 damage, which gets reduced to 3. So I have 5 wounds remaining.
All right. Bring him back.
And then I swing back.
Bring it back. Magnus, it's time to shine in this. Can send his brother back to Nurgle's Garden.
Toughness 12, so 3's to wound you.
Yep.
Or no, I'm sorry, 4's to wound you. 4 is to wound you. Wow.
Nope, takes it. Damage.
It's 3 damage, and then you just got 3 mortal wounds. But you're reducing damage, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to roll 2. This is the 2 damage.
Yeah, and these 3 devastating wounds become 2 devastating wounds.
Okay, so I'm going to take 2.
All right, and then you owe me.
And then 4 more.
What do you mean 4 more?
These are mortals.
3 damage, which gets reduced to 2.
Right, but you said there's. Oh no, you're right. You're right. So saving 1. So I'm going to take 3 damage.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we're just going to be locked in combat the whole dang time.
Just the rest of So I'm not going to score anything. We can pretty much assume that's the game. Why don't you draw your cards online real quick?
Defense stronghold.
Which you're going to get.
Behind enemy lines.
Which you also are going to get.
Yeah, I'm already behind your lines.
Yeah.
I just have to get 1 more unit behind your lines.
So
I can double move a guy. They do it.
Yeah. So you can get here. Probably teleport over there.
Well, so I double move. So for 5 Cabal points, he moves 12, and then he moves 12. Okay. So he's going to move 24 inches. Yeah. So I'm going to get two units.
Yep. And then behind enemy lines. I'm sorry. In the defense stronghold you already have.
Yeah. So I'll get 8 points for secondary.
And then you have 10 points for holding object. Although 6 and 6, right?
+2.
See, yeah, he's on it. Yep. All right. So you'll have that. And so we can just call that game.
Really, all that would matter is his battle shock.
Battle shock.
Yeah. I pass it.
Yeah, I was going to say it really doesn't matter because I only have Morty and those guys. And we'll let me show the score real quick.
Sure.
All right, guys. So we're just going to call it that because I only got 2 units. You could probably, there's no way to catch up besides maybe just kind of seeing this fight out. But we'll just end it there. Yeah, dude. So what do you think, Nico? 10th edition. I know you played Ultramarines in the first game. Thousand Suns are right now in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really enjoying playing them. I got second in the GT that you ran.
Mm-hmm.
Only lost to World Eaters and Rob Gibson. And outside of that, I think that they have a lot of toolboxes.
Right.
A lot of tools in the toolbox, rather. I can take on anything.
And he actually, so we tried to play a more narrative game. So he brought Zangors, which isn't even, I mean, he really didn't do anything. Zangors didn't really even need to do anything, to be quite honest.
Well, I think the most important thing about playing Chaos Space Marines or Chaos is you have to use demons. Demons are your kind of toolbox. So, like running Flamers or the Changeling, which I think is probably the best demon in the Codex. This is a great lone operative. I think those are the most important things to run for Thousand Suns. That's why you got to put some Nurglings in your list.
Well, I'm a mono. I like to play everything mono. If I was playing competitively, it'd be different. But we talk about it off camera as well. We like here. We just like to play fun stuff. And again, that's why Nico brought the Zangors, because just kind of made the list.
I haven't even played with the Zangors
I know.
Yet.
Play with the list a little bit. Not as overpowered, but I'll be honest. Death Guard a little bit more tanky than I think you thought they were going to be coming into it. I know you still won by a lot, and we have turn coming up, but I just think they need some shooting or more offensive output. Right now, they're a little too defensive. But I say that every turn. The Demon Prince actually
was great.
Was good. Like the Demon Prince,
you rolled really hot.
The Demon Prince, I think, was another little bit of a nice find in this, and that's why I play these games, so we can just kind of experiment.
I think he's an auto take.
Dude, he's 100 and something, 175 points or something.
He's an auto take.
But Nico, thank you very much for coming back. And we're waiting for him to paint the lion up, so we'll get the lion on the channel.
All Deathwing next time.
And as always, guys, God bless and peace out.
See ya.